Okay, so his question is usually what happens in businesses that you are either growing shareholder wealth or you're giving dividends or perks to yourself and so on. Is there a more spiritual way to invest? We have a hundi here. I'm just putting that. The most spiritual place on the planet. I'm just joking. Sometimes, in fact often, one of the things I talk about, it's very important to not segregate spiritual acts from worldly acts. If you are running a company and you are giving a safe and secure environment to your employees, you are investing in a spiritual endeavor. If you are telling them, okay, I will give you maternal leave 4 weeks more than what other businesses are giving, for example, you are investing in a spiritual pursuit. If you tell somebody, look, I will help you with your education, you are doing something spiritual. What else could be classified spiritual? Think about it. You could give charity to some organization, but they will also have their administrative costs. So if you give $1, some companies are only able to put in the actual thing not more than 50 cents. Their admin expenses are so much. So spiritual act does not always mean that we donate to a cause or we donate to an organization that claims to do spiritual things or social things. That could be a fraction of it, that could be a part of it. Spiritual act could be for a business to be more responsible, to do more for the community, to do more for its employees, I've heard of cases, especially in the States, where insurance is linked to an employer almost always, that people get fired and the very next day, sometimes just a few hours later, they don't have a health insurance. Companies don't even want to pay for 1 day. Not even giving them the time to, okay, you go and organize your insurance. I think that, in my view, is quite irresponsible. And since you're talking about wealth, I would like to give the example of Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. Two phenomenally rich people who've set quite an example of how responsible wealth is built and then utilized for the welfare of the world. Warren Buffett has only left a tiny fraction of his wealth for his children. He said they've got a car, they've got a home, they have to build their own life. I've given them something for the rainy days, and rest they've got to do the way I did. So I am going to give my wealth back to the society because they gave it to me. And as most of you might know, he pledged almost all of it to the Bill Gates Foundation. And Bill Gates also took a decision so early on in his career that, okay, I'm done with Microsoft. Enough of running software and building and making money. Now I'm going to help the world, and I'm going to go. He is pretty much single-handedly credited for eradicating polio from the face of earth. Every location he flew to, from Africa to India to everywhere else you can imagine. The idea is, keep doing whatever you can with whatever you have. When you wait for some grand moment, you may never have it. It's not that you need to be a Bill Gates or somebody like him to do something good for the world. You could make a difference to somebody's life on a much smaller scale. The idea is, just like saving is a matter of habit. We can't say, I'll start saving when I start making $1 million. You instead say, look, I only make $3,000 a month, but I will assume that I only make 2,500 and I'm going to save 500. You would still survive if you made 2.5. Similarly, doing good karma or good things, we shouldn't wait for something big to happen. We should say, I will do with whatever I have, because it all adds up very fast. So business needs to do whatever it can to be a socially responsible business. Maybe a business could provide scholarships to students, and you would get such joy, by helping young people study. This world is full of talented people, who need resources. That's my answer.